Okay, y'all, I'm gonna show you how I make some salads today. And these are the salads I've been typically making, but they vary a lot, and I just kind of use whatever I have, and this is what I have. This is what I'm doing with what I have. So I've got kale, mostly kale. I'll buy the kale, make sure it's like not destroyed and pretty good, and then I'll wash it, just rinse it in water a bunch, and then throw it in here, which is what I did. I also have the remnants of broccoli right here, and there's a little bit of it, but I also have like the florets and a lot of the stems. I just kind of shred it up a little bit. You can see them here. But now I'm just gonna refine my cut here, my chopping. It's not really chopping, it could be slicing. I don't know what it is, whatever you call it. I'm not a culinary terminology expert. What I do know is that I can bundle these up, like kind of pile it on top of each other. This is a technique I have for cutting greens. Like, take the edges. So I'm trying to do it so you can see. Put up the edges here, like on top of itself, and then it'll get really dense, and then that's how I cut it. Now, obviously, when you're handling a knife, you want to be extremely careless and just cut all your fingers off. So, but I'm not doing it correctly right now, but because these are the fingers I use to operate this camera, so I won't be able to end the video if I cut my fingers off. And so then this would have to go on forever and it will never stop, and that would be very troublesome. Okay? Because we all have things to do. We can't just watch me sitting here bleeding all over my salad forever. That would not be a good outcome. So instead, we are going to not cut our fingers off, which is very difficult because my hands are shaking right now for some odd reason. And we're just going to chop it up fine. Now, when do you stop doing this? Well, whenever you want. Why are you asking me? I don't know. You would have to answer that for yourself. I'm not the guru of your chopping duration preferences. I am just demonstrating what I do. You can or cannot apply it however you may or may not will not. So we're going to continue on, and I think we're getting close to being done here because my hands are dangerously shaky to a point where it's endangering my finger health, so we're just going to stop that very soon. Whereas now I'm in a flow state, I don't want to stop, so this is the problem, this is the trouble. But ultimately, does it really matter? No, because our kale just keeps getting choppier and choppier, which is kind of great. And you can see the texture of it changing a little bit. It's getting a little bit more transparent. I guess all those internal juices are now mixing because they've been cut, so now that's part of the flavor, the fun of cruciferous vegetables. And we've got two of them right here, broccoli and kale. They are technically part of the same family. My understanding of it is we had this weird, disgusting little root that nobody was really like that much. I mean, it was edible, but they were like, what is this little thing? This is weird. What if we grew out the leaves a lot? And that became kale. I'm like, oh, well, what if I take a variety and grow out the flower heads, inflorescences? So then that became broccoli, etc. What if we just increased the power of this root forever, and then that becomes horseradish? Like, oh wow, what is that powerfulness? It's got that, to some people it seems kind of bitter, but it's a very pungent, mustard greens are the same, horseradish root, as you know, they're pretty insane. So aside from that, that is what I love about these vegetables, because I have a very strong affinity for pungent tastes in the culinary world as a non-expert layman. So we are just gonna stare at that for a second and admire our work. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Oh yeah, look at that. Smooth plate of leaves. So now, oh that's right, I need another ingredient here. Flaxseed. Okay, I actually didn't plan on doing that, but I just saw it, so I'm like, oh, that would be great for the salad. That's kind of how it works, which oftentimes I miss stuff because it's not a systematic approach, but that's part of the fun of experimentation. Get some your apple cider vinegar, and be very careful with this. Do not ever inhale directly from the bottle, waft. Do not ever stick your nose. It will burn your nose very intensely. I know from experience. Now we're just going to add a little bit of apple cider vinegar because supposedly all this stuff is really good for you. There's some studies on it or whatever. I don't know. Maybe a little more. Gives it, you know, the supposed health benefits. Warning, the FDA has not approved this message, blah, 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 blah. Don't listen to anything I say. But, yeah. What are we going to do here? We're going to add all kinds of stuff. Turmeric. For, randomly add that in there for funsies. So there's our acid. Now I like to kind of arbitrarily let this sit on here and saturate it up. Ketchup, that's right. Ketchup, you get red sauce. Yeah, salsa roja. We need that right now. Why would you put ketchup? Well, bro, are you really just gonna eat leaves? Like, I mean, you wonder why this isn't good because you're literally just eating leaves. I mean, you can make it as not good as you want. That's fine. I mean, like, cool. But like, I'm gonna make it really good. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna make it like delicious. Where I'm. Oh no, tripod's in the way. Get out of the way. I'm gonna make a really delicious. Like, oh my god, this is so delicious. I love eating healthy now. Like, this is amazing because why would you not want to make it good? I mean, whatever. I mean, you can do whatever you want. But I'm just saying. So, what are we doing here? We're very badly mixing. So. The ketchup kind of sticks a little bit more. So I have this one technique because I want the acid to be very distributed, and that's kind of difficult. I decide because it's like in like a tiny little stream. So what I did is I just do this and push it down from all angles, assuming like there's a little bit of liquid on the bottom. So I'm just pressing it against, increasing the surface area that the leaf material is pressing against the liquid. So it comes into contact with more vinegar and spreads it around. So then once I do that, maybe it's maxed it out. So then I flip it. See? Get some ketchup. Then this also works well for other stuff too. But same thing. It's also, I love the sound. That sounds like good leaves. So then we'll just do this a while. We'll just really enjoy it and have fun with it because every moment is existence. And so we're just going to be totally present and aware of the fact that this is insane. Like, what is this? I don't know. Like, isn't it weird that I even have to eat this? Like what am I even doing? I'm like feeding all these weird bacteria in my gut? Like, this is very strange. I'm very hungry. Like, what is hunger? What is the nature of reality? This is insane. But kind of cool. So then anyway, over time, you can watch the acid sort of affect the leaves. They kind of get a little bit less volumesome, but maybe that has some kind of interesting effect. Or maybe it's just the fact that the leaves are cut themselves. Or maybe this is also in combination accelerating it. I don't know. I'm not a leaf scientist, so we are just gonna so you know. But anyway, this is looking good. Notice how it's changed a little bit. I don't know if you can look it back in time at the memory that isn't real. I'm just kidding. But now we've got diced onions. And I love onions. Like I told you, pungency. I like that stuff. It's so nice when everything's all prepped out, ready to go. Because I'm doing this every day, so that means that I'd have to chop the onion. Like, this is already a lot to do every day. I could bulk it out a little bit, but we have not done that yet. So now for spices. Well, you know I'm going to add garlic. That's pretty delicious. Scrumptious. Ajo. Y entonces añadimos pimentón ahumado, smoked paprika. That's very delicious, very flavorful. And I could add a little bit of liquid smoke, but I'm not feeling it right now. No, who am I kidding? I'm definitely gonna add that. Then we add some garam masala for that. What is it called? Sichuan pepper. That is so weird. The spicy numbness. What's the Chinese call it? It is really a weird numbness. But it's bizarre. Nothing crazy. But just a little bit of it. Get that vibe. You know what I'm saying? Then we use salt-free Malibu seasoning. Yeah. Which that's just a little bit of fun. And then we're gonna add, what are you doing, Austin? Why would you put that in a salad? And just hear me out, bro. Like, for real, it is quite delicious. Sour cream, sour cream. Okay, sour cream. Why would you add nuts? It's delicious. Just go with me. You're not eating just the sour cream, right? I kind of whole style hometown honey, raw honey, sourwood from the local mountains, and that's going to be delicious. Why? Because someone like Socrates said that honey and vinegar is like a potent health thing or something. I don't know. Liquid smoke. Liquid smoke. So then, I'm not a health doctor, verified whoever, neither was Socrates, so I mean, whatever, but I mean, feel free to investigate. It tastes pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. Now, this is a bizarre mix of flavors, you're probably thinking. And you're right. But what you may not realize is that it's also quite delicious for a subset of people like me who love strong flavors. But does that really matter? No, anyone could enjoy it. If it fits your palate and suits your tastes, these are just some ideas that I'm doing. Now, it's got a little bit of tanginess because all the acid. I'm trying to mix it up. Ooh, speaking of that, we need sweetness. Now, you could do a regular sweetener, but I do erythritol and stevia. And we're going to add some roasted almonds, which are amazing logos. And, you know, because I have that lifestyle, you know I gotta add queso. Don't be afraid to make it delicious. I could put lime on it, but, you know, I'm just so hungry, and this is so delicious that I'm just gotta eat like a savage. Eat it like a savage, that's fine. You don't have to eat it like, be civilized all the time. You don't have to be civilized, you can just... Bruh. It's so
good. Okay, so this isn't a mukbang, so I'm not just gonna expect you to watch me eat it in this video, but basically, if I could give you the gist of what it tastes like, it's kind of like the main flavor I get is kind of like a tanginess because of the acids, but there's a little sweetness too. So it's kind of like sweet and sour, right? And then occasionally you'll get some of there's some creaminess to it. It's a little more subtle.
good.
But then occasionally you'll get some of like the onion,
In the almonds,
some of the honey, stuff like that. But overall it's very tasty. Like it's like, oh man, it's so tasty. Like it's got enough bang, enough flavor to it. You know, some hyper palatability to where it's gotten to a pretty good point where it's like, this is a very entertaining. Why do I want to say that? This is a very enjoyable salad to eat. Like I really look forward to the salad, and I go crazy if I don't eat this. So anyway, that's pretty much it. Hope you liked the video, got something out of it, whatever that may be. And I hope you have a good day or night wherever you are. And peace out. Happy salads.